Okay, so today we're going to be doing another Empties video. I think it was my first video was my Empties, I believe. But stuff just keeps running out, and so I'm doing another video. Alright, so let's start with just random. Alright, so this was kind of over summer. I was using it into kind of fall, I guess. But it took a long time to run out of it. So it's this Banana Boat Aloe After Sun Lotion. I just started using it as everyday lotion. Especially for summer, you're pretty much in the sun a lot. So I would just use it all the time to keep my skin hydrated and kind of protected. And it just worked really nice. And going into fall, it helped as well with kind of your skin being sucked of moisture. It really kept it in and kept it pretty moisturized. And it has pure aloe and vitamin E, so it does preserve your tan and your skin and just makes it nice and undamaged. Okay, so we're going to go on to shampoo and conditioner. This one, I think I might have talked about this before, but I'm not quite sure. It's the L'Oreal Paris Total Repair 5 Restoring Shampoo. This one, it worked really well for my hair, and I have a lot of hair, so it takes a lot to kind of get it to lather up and really feel clean and stay clean. So I find that this one really helped a lot. It kept my hair from kind of snapping a bit more and just, I don't know. It is for damaged, overworked hair, which my hair definitely is. And since I was kind of going from straightening my hair to curling it more, this really helped kind of in that transition. And it's definitely a shampoo I would reuse. So excuse the kind of gross bottles. I did not clean these. It's just how they are going to be. So the conditioner that I ran out of is the KMS California Free Shape Conditioner. It's pretty massive, if you can see it compared to my head. I got this as, I think it was a set with shampoo. I hated the shampoo, it didn't work. I pretty much bought these because they were on sale. But, and I used the KMS California product, so I thought this would work well. The conditioner did, but it took a lot to really make my hair feel like I had actually conditioned it. I might buy it again, but probably not for a while. It is a little bit pricey, so it's not really something that I'm just gonna rush out and buy. It wasn't that amazing, but it was a good conditioner. So keeping with conditioners, we have this Garnier Fructis Triple Nutrition 3-minute Undo Dryness Reversal Treatment. Say that 5 times. I really like this one. I used it kind of more every day, but just for the ends of my hair, and it really helped. Right now I'm using a L'Oreal Deep Conditioner, and I'm not really liking it as much. It's not as thick and creamy. It just kind of goes away into nothing. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. But this one, I think I'm definitely going to rebuy. I really like it. It really helps my hair. I wouldn't use it so much kind of in the top area of your head because it might make it a little greasy. But for the ends, it's really nice. And with the mixture of another conditioner on top and then this on the bottom, or the ends of your hair, is really nice. And it makes it feel really soft and less damaged, and it's just a good product. Next we have the Boots Extracts Brazil Nut Body Scrub. I think I got this probably again. The only Boots products I've used have been on like massive sale. So it's this one. I think I probably got it for like $2 or something. And it's a really good smell. It's not too strong, not too overpowering, but just really nice and fresh. It is a little harsh. It has very, very gritty pieces, very, very chunky. So I wouldn't use it very often, but every now and then the scrub was pretty nice. But right now I'm trying the Soap and Glory scrub. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm finding that it has a lot finer of a texture, so it's a lot easier in the skin, and if you're a little bit sensitive, it's probably better for you. This one, if you have sensitive skin, is probably not a good fit. The Simple Foaming Cleanser. I'm a huge fan of Simple products, It's extremely cheap. It's very cost-friendly, cost-effective. I think I might have mentioned this before, but I was using the Caudalie face wash, and I switched to this because I ran out of that, and this has worked so much better, and this is probably my 4th bottle of it, and it is the only face wash that has really kept my skin clear consistently, and I haven't had to kind of like change up my skincare routine too much in case it's kind of gotten used to my routine. This has always kind of stayed the same, and it's still working really well. Months later, it's a lot better than a $30 bottle of face wash, that's for sure. It's probably about $4 or $5, and it still to this day is the best face wash I have used. And I have very oily, kind of a very oily T-zone. It helps it stay less shiny and less oily throughout the day, so that's an extra bonus. So speaking of Caudalie, we have 2 of their products. Both of these I got, well, this one I think was a repurchase, which is the Beauty Elixir from Caudalie. This is amazing. It is a tad bit expensive, which is why I keep buying the mini ones just in case I want to buy something else. I think the minis are about $9, if not more. I could be wrong, but the full size is like $50, which I cannot justify spending $50 on this little teeny tiny bottle of spray for your face. But it does make a huge difference with your skin. It makes it feel softer, clearer, just kind of more of a even complexion, I find. And I don't know, these French people know what they're doing. This one did come with the kit where I originally tried the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This one is the Deep Cleansing Exfoliator. It has very, very fine exfoliating beads, and it is probably the best face scrub I have found. It keeps my face clear. During kind of fall and winter, my forehead especially gets a little bit dry. Even though I have a very oily T-zone, it still gets quite dehydrated from like the wind and the cold air. And I find this is the only thing that really keeps that flakiness at bay. It tones it down but doesn't irritate my skin. So I think having that really fine beads has really helped. I really want to repurchase this, but I haven't yet because it is so expensive. So maybe one day if I win the lottery, I'll be able to afford all this. But for now, I'm going to have to save before I can repurchase this. We have the Mario Badescu, if that's how you say it, I'm not quite sure. Skincare Honey Moisturizer. I discovered this through a fashion blog that I read, After Dark. She is from Amsterdam and has beautiful skin, doesn't really wear makeup, doesn't need to. And so I decided I was going to try this because I ran out of moisturizer. And I thought, even though my skin is oily, I do like kind of a thicker moisturizer at night because my skin gets very dehydrated. So I thought this one would work really well for at night before I went to sleep. And it is amazing. It's a really good moisturizer. It lasted a long time. So even though this little bottle is a little pricey, it lasted for months. It isn't heavily scented. It's just very, very light. And I think this is kind of geared more towards people that have a bit of sensitive skin. The Mario Badescu has kind of a skin type ID on the side. I don't know if you can see that right in there. So this one is a C, D, and S combination, sensitive, and I think dry skin. That would make sense. So even though I do have an oily T-zone, my face does get kind of dehydrated and dry. So I thought at least for nighttime this would keep my skin hydrated. For the day when I have to kind of keep my oil at bay, it would kind of balance it out. So for the only makeup empty I have is which way is that going? The Rocket by Maybelline mascara. I think this one is the waterproof. Yes, it's very worn off, but I absolutely love this mascara. It has kind of one of the plastic bristle wands. It is pretty thick, so it's kind of hard to get like in the corners of your eyes, but it's an amazing mascara. I think I've talked about it before, most likely. I don't really remember, but it is one that I still use today. I think I bought it 3 times in total, twice waterproof and one not waterproof. I think the one I'm using right now isn't waterproof, and it still works pretty well. It doesn't really flake on me too much. It doesn't well, when it was hot, it didn't really melt off of my face. It just kind of stays in place really well. And it keeps your eyelashes very curled and volumized and just fantastic. For the last empty I have, it's kind of 2-in-1. We have 2 candles here, if you can see those. Obviously it's winter, it's cold. Candles are being burned because I feel like it, pretty much. This one is a mini that I got, I think, around Thanksgiving, probably like Black Friday. It's the Red Velvet Cupcake. This one just burnt out, I think, the other night. And even though it looks like there's a little bit in there, it just completely burned out. This one didn't really smell that great. It smelled good in the candle, just kind of smelling it. But as it burned, it really didn't have much of a smell at all. So it just kind of burned really quickly because I forgot it was really lit, and it was gone, which is fine because it wasn't, I don't know, I got a mini because I didn't want to get a big one just in case it didn't really have that much smell, and it didn't at all. So that one was a little disappointing, but it's okay. Both candles are from Bath & Body Works. This is one of my favorites, which I got last year, is the Sparkling Icicles. It kind of has a little bit of like that man smell in cologne, but could still pass as a women's perfume. I absolutely love this scent. I have repurchased it, but I bought it in a mini because the label's changed, the color is different, so I thought I'd test it out first before I bought like the big 3-wick one. And so far it smells the same, so I'll probably just kind of go and bite the bullet and just buy the big one, because this one is my favorite, and I just love the smell. Candles, perfume, it's my favorite. Alright, so that is it for my recent empties. It wasn't as much, I don't think, as my last video, possibly, not quite sure, but those are my recent empties. Some high-end, some not, some good, some bad. Like, subscribe, go check out my friend Megan, and we have a channel together that I think will be uploading stuff soon. That is my empties video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!